The episode opens on a quiet, emotional note as Jaime and Marsali reflect on the loss of Fergus, remembering his humor and how he could make even the darkest moments feel light, like joking that rain was just God sneezing. Their memories bring a bittersweet warmth, but the absence is deeply felt. Determined to move forward, Marsali decides to accept Percy Beauchamp's offer and use the money from selling land to rebuild the print shop, choosing to fight the war not with weapons, but with words. She believes in the cause and in living freely on her own terms, and though Jaime recognizes the risks, he fully supports her resolve. Their conversation turns to Fergus's painful past and the truth about his biological father, a connection Fergus never wanted. Marsali insists blood never mattered to him. Jaime was always his true father, and Jaime reaffirms that nothing can change that. Alone later, Marsali reflects on her pregnancy, seeing it as a final, bittersweet gift that carries both grief and hope. Elsewhere, Roger, Brianna, Jamie, and Buck discuss weapons and strategy, focusing on a new, more advanced rifle that could shift the balance in the coming Battle of Kings Mountain. This leads to a powerful realization about Frank Randall's book. It was never just a historical record, but a warning. Claire and Jamie understand that everything Frank did was meant to prepare Brianna to survive in the past, indirectly protecting them all. What once seemed like betrayal now feels like love and foresight, and Claire concludes that even if history cannot be fully changed, small, crucial moments, like saving Jamie if he falls, still can be. Meanwhile, concern grows over William's disappearance as Amaranthus confides in Lord John Grey, expressing guilt for breaking William's trust. Lord John acknowledges William's rigid sense of honor, making forgiveness difficult. Buck Mackenzie recounts his journey through the Stones, landing in 1980, where he encountered the dangerous Rob Cameron. Recognizing the threat, Buck intervened and killed him, repaying a life debt to Roger and protecting the family across time. Back in the present, Brianna reveals she has successfully built a functional, replicable advanced rifle, impressing Jamie and proving her vital role in the battles ahead. William finally returns, welcomed warmly by Claire and Jamie. He confides in Brianna about his shattered trust after learning the truth about Amaranthus, admitting he came back because this is the only place that still feels safe. Though conflicted, his return marks the beginning of healing. The family gathers for dinner, sharing laughter and updates, and Roger announces his acceptance for ordination as a minister, sparking celebration and hope for new beginnings. Yet tension lingers as William keeps his distance from Jamie. Jamie invites him fishing, and during their trip, they briefly reconnect through humor and shared memories. However, the peace breaks when William reveals his anger toward Lord John Grey after discovering his secret, feeling deeply betrayed. He questions Jamie as well, but Jamie refuses to condemn John, insisting on his love and sacrifice. Hurt and frustrated, William walks away. Later, Claire confronts him, urging him not to run again and reminding him that with war looming, this could be the last time he sees his father alive. The weight of her words forces William to reconsider, stirring emotional memories of his childhood with Jamie. At the Ridge, Fanny struggles with grief over her sister, lashing out after being told she is condemned to hell. Seeking comfort, she turns to Rachel, who gently explains that faith is personal and not defined by rigid interpretations. Rachel encourages her to speak directly to God, giving Fanny a sense of hope she desperately needs. Meanwhile, Lord John receives a troubling letter from Percy, claiming to have found someone important. Back on the ridge, Jamie trains the militia, preparing them for the harsh realities of war as new allies arrive with grim news of destruction and forced conscription. The war is no longer distant, it is closing in. In a quieter moment, William awkwardly tries to reconnect with Jamie, suggesting a hunting trip. During the outing, he finally confronts his father, apologizing before revealing his deeper pain. Feeling abandoned, he recalls admiring Jamie at Hellwater, only to be left behind without explanation. Now knowing the truth makes it even harder to accept. Jaime responds honestly, admitting he left to protect William, believing his presence would have ruined his life. It was the hardest choice he ever made, and one he has always regretted. The truth breaks through William's anger, and overwhelmed with emotion, he finally embraces his father, allowing a genuine bond to form at last. As Roger prepares for his ordination, he reflects on the meaning of guiding others in faith, offering Fanny a simple but thoughtful perspective. Still searching, Fanny later prays alone, asking for a sign. She finds a strange green rock that seems to react in her hands, breaking open as eerie sounds surround her, hinting at something mysterious and unexplained. Elsewhere, Lord John meets Percy, who claims to have found Captain Richardson. But it is a trap. Richardson appears from behind, and before John can react, he is struck down. The episode ends on this shocking cliffhanger, with the enemy revealed and Lord John's fate hanging in the balance.